everyone, welcome to the English drill. In this video, we are going to discuss different story writing topics and how to deal with them. Number one, a character-based question. Let me give you an example. Write an original short story in which two children and their grandfather are the main characters. Now, this is a question that came in icse 2019. So, in this topic, the main characters are already given to you. Now, you have to write a story that primarily revolves around these three characters. So, since the characters have been specified in the topic, this is a character-based question. The grandfather might be a celebrity, a ghost. The two children might be identical twins, orphans, born with magical abilities. It doesn't really matter as long as they are the main characters of your story and the main contributors to your plot. That's all. It's pretty simple, right? Focus on the plot. Even though the topic is character-based, plot is always paramount. You have to have a tight logical plot. The plot is the framework on which your story is built. Always remember that. Number two, title-based question. These are the kinds of questions that specify the title that you must use in your story. For example, a question like, write an original short story entitled The Gift. Now, this one came in icse 2018, and the topic clearly specifies that you have to title your story The Gift. No exceptions at all. No matter what kind of a story you come up with, the title has to be The Gift. No exceptions. When the title is specified in your topic, you can close your eyes and write that title at the beginning of your story. If the title is not specified, then you have to make your own titles. But if it is a title-based question where the title is clearly specified, please follow the instructions, no exception. Title-based questions give you more flexibility. You can choose any kind of characters, create any kind of plot, as long as your story has the title, The Gift, and your plot has something to do with some kind of a gift. A gift can mean many things. It can be a literal gift, a birthday present of some sort. A gift can also be an unexpected surprise, a blessing, a wish come true, or a special ability, a special talent, a skill, or maybe some psychic ability. Just like you say, she is a very gifted child. What does it mean, she is a very gifted child? It means that there is something very, very special about that child. So a gift can mean a special ability too. A gift can also refer to some kind of an expertise. For example, someone might be very good at chess or at painting. So that is also considered to be a gift, a gifted child or a gifted sportsman, and so on and so forth. So stick to the title, do not change it. You can interpret the title in many ways, but you cannot change the title. The more you think out of the box, the more you score. So come up with unique but relevant ideas. But do not be creative with the title here, since it is a title-based question and the title has been specified clearly in the topic. Number 3, a topic in which the starting line of your story is given. For example, a topic like write an original short story beginning with the following lines, and then within inverted commas, the water was extremely cold, full stop. I took a deep breath and jumped, inverted commas, close. So, the beginning of your story has already been given to you. Start your story with the exact same line and continue writing your own story from the word jumped. But till the word jumped, you have to copy the exact same line without changing any of the given punctuation or uppercase and lowercase letters. You can give your story absolutely any direction you want. You can use any characters you might deem fit. You have the full freedom to title your story the way you want, as long as it is relevant to what you have written, as long as it is also relevant to the starting line that has been given to you. So, taking the stated example, the story might be about a swimming contest. It can also be about someone who is just learning how to swim. It can also be about someone who has hydrophobia, is dead scared of the water, but he is placed in a situation where he has to jump in the pool to save a loved one from drowning, or maybe she has to jump into the pool or in a water body to retrieve something precious that has fallen into it. So that's going to be an interesting story, right? It can be anything you want as long as you are sticking to the starting line and writing a story that is relevant to the starting line. Number 4, a topic where the ending line has been given to you. For an example, a topic like, I wish I had obeyed my mother while I still had the time. Quotes close, full stop. So once again, you can choose any title you want for your story. You can choose any number of characters. However, mother should be one of your characters, whether a main character or a subsidiary character, because this character of the mother has been mentioned in the ending line. So, the story has to do something about a mother's advice or the main character's mother's warning of some sort, whether or not the mother plays a primary or a secondary role. So it might be a story on how you disobeyed your mother and went to hang out with your friends on the day before your examination, and then you failed in the examination the next day. Or if you want to be a little adventurous, perhaps you can write your story based on a visit to a haunted house, which your mother had strictly asked you to stay away from. And then you visit the haunted house and all the dangerous, creepy things that happen. Or if you want to write something light-hearted, you can also write a story about getting your mother a certain kind of gift that you thought was very unique, but which your mother clearly has no use for, even though she had clearly told you what exactly she wanted for her birthday. So feel free to be creative and explore various ideas as long as they are relevant to the ending line that has been given to you. Once again, do not change the line. Do not change any punctuations or uppercase and lowercase characters. Write the exact same line that has been given to you to end your story in an effective and flawless manner. Number 5, a topic in which the central idea or the moral of the story or the theme has been given to you. For example, topics like write a story with the central idea, every cloud has a silver lining. Or a topic like write a story that brings out the truth of the statement, greed is the root of all evil. So these are the topics that give you the least amount of flexibility. Be very, very careful. If you do not know the meanings of these proverbs or maxims that you have in your topic, do not attempt these stories. A central idea or a theme, if it is given to you in the topic, it usually means that your entire story has to revolve around this idea, this central idea, or the moral or the theme that has been given to you. So, if your very idea is wrong or incomplete, then the entire essay will be wrong. You might not know what every cloud has a silver lining means. So, you cannot do guesswork here. It is very, very risky. Do not guess what this proverb can possibly mean and then write an entire 20-mark story on it. It's very risky. So, even if you get the proverb slightly wrong, chances are that you will be severely penalized for not understanding the topic properly. But if the proverbs are simple, for example, proverbs like honesty is the best policy or greed is the root of all evils. These are pretty simple and basic proverbs, right? We all understand the meanings of these proverbs. So if you get these as your central idea or these as the moral of your story or theme, then you can safely go for these provided you understand the meaning perfectly. For honesty is the best policy, you can write a story that deals with the terrible consequences of lying, getting caught, or getting involved in an extremely complicated situation. So, this is a kind of story that clearly conveys the message to your examiner that honesty is the best policy. Because if you lie, you get caught and you face terrible consequences, or you get caught in a web of lies and you get involved in a terribly complicated situation from which there is no escape. For greed is the root of all evils, you can write a story which portrays your character giving in or surrendering to greed, which is one of the 7 deadly sins, and thus suffering immensely due to it. So, this is how you frame your story based on a central idea or a moral or a theme that has been given to you. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something new from it. See you again in the next video. Stay tuned for that.